a choice. The path they were on required a new course. So amongst the only they searching for a voice. The royals, the bourgeois, elites, a bruja. They wanted authentic, organic, no hoopla. Funny how it starts with the best intentions is tainted. A champion rose up at the face he wore was painted, but they saw Messiah. They know that the game played was ancient. Create an idol, give him a title. Or her, long as the vision blurred. Gotta be confused with the character Ben-Hur. Saffron colored jewelry or brooches on fox fur. The long-term affection I studied at Oxford, where they realized the light was still in the Oxford. It's awkward to take flight among the yardbirds. What's the point of speaking truth when the words can't be heard? Thankfully some ears were tuned when it occurred. What is this you mentioned? Well, give me your attention. It started with some henchmen dressed in Japanese denim. In their pockets lay the secrets of the knockers, but the venom had long been extracted, though nothing left in them. The underdog is dangerous. Watch him go and sick him. Saturn, father and son united on December 24th. The truth was then united. 2020 vision for those who once were blinded by Balenciaga belt buckles, bricks, and fake diamonds. Joseph saw Mary approach and broke a hymen. It was love on the rocks, Picard and Neil Diamond. From children of the corn to the light that was shining, such and such, so and so, and the hero keeps climbing. Back in the day, it's not the same as present timing. The people want a spectacle, a martyr, and a shaman. Doctor Strange with an English twang, a Brit full of wit with a watch on chain, a OG hustling the all black range, did 10 back around, diamonds in pinky rain. If God is a man, why does man see God in another man's reality who life's a facade? If flowers grow from feces, dark depths of a being where the ego takes a nod. The puppeteer in Japanese denim gets applause. He's invested in the downfall of the first flaw. Nobody says his name, but they know his game. He controls all the gates with the fiat and fame. Just donate your name. Japanese denim with the sharp creases in them. The king make plans, the food costs an addendum. Feeling like Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. They want me to lose my balance like I got vertigo. It's vertical that I go to, but touch the cervical. Spying my mind, oh my, better than apple pie. A Mac systems, the word catch rhythm. Spaz out when flutes play, empty space fill 'em with bars that fragment light like glass prisms. If they want the game, here's some fair, go and get 'em. But I promise you the tongue is a sword, might split 'em. Infuse the source in you with the first breath blue. There's fire in my shoes on top of my head too. It can warm, it can light or burn, it's up to you. The book's red like oxidized iron, the crook's blade. The blade pointed, pencil in hand, the beast fed. The bull stops here, I grip horns and get ahead. Left the carcass in the mountains of the Caucasus. The consequences of dabbling in metropolises. The city's opposites live the life of opulence, while the chosen, the few, is rather obvious when flutes play. When flutes play. Yeah. When flutes play, they say the feet move like Pele. Sharp knife fillet. When the words spit finay. When flutes play, they say the feet move like Pele. Knife fillet. When the words spit finay. You may ask, Jamal, why you speaking such coded metaphor? My reply is so I can let hot air pass like a matador. My master cure for the unaccounted for, pure, who lost the jewel but confined to fraudulent source. The smell is hell, but you be amazed what manure can spark life in. When the odds ain't right, then seed still finds miraculous ways to grow at night. Sin is the move of primal ocean. Sit round 80 BPM so I can go in. Fire hit, water smoking. Every word spoken is a token to mend what has been broken. The flute melody floating. Something bubbling in the pot, lethal potion. Sniff, get a whiff, it's a gift. Him most high, most fly, most shy. I am that I am with a clear eye. The word. under the utmost compression. Subtle forces gather, linear time testing. Dormer for the elect, for others karma pressing. The law is impeccable, above it some professing. Foolish the mortal's lessons still seem as necessary. In what is he investing? Some in the status of an outdated atlas. Feet slip trying to scale a slope up an aspen. Aspiration for the asthmatic Adam Cadman. Arm, leg, arm, head, who's the captain? The ship or the vessel, the head where the feet trail. When the last breath is took, the way up is entrails. Heart versus feather, forever versus never. The iron soft mind coughs your hot stormy weather. Peace be still, every word as a shield. The arrow point sharp so every syllable you feel. Visible to the visionaries, heard in every monastery. Flow like a tributary, the tried and true, the gnosis knows the commentary. Concomitant to the Candlemas in February. The hero bows his back, although the road ahead is scary. The journey lingers, the wounds deeper. Transition from light bearer to light bringer. For everything under the sun, there's a season. For every cause, there is effect and a reason. Fine resin left behind from halal bleeding. Fresh manna, pure water, air and lungs breathing. Flesh tanner, sure order, stare at the heathen. No banner, quiet manner, this trip I'm leaving. Ascension, attention, cycle of the gleaning. No psilocybin, these sober bars you're reading. No simple babble, I beg your pardon, I'm cleaving. To the rock the temple was built upon an evening. Before the day broke and the word spoke, a thought approached. Ancient fire hidden in inner worlds and the opal road. From plainest tired wisdom infolds like a gospel note. The arc of Sothis carry souls onward to a new abode. The darker night is where it shows the truth is that the gnosis knows. The darker night is where it shows the truth is that the gnosis knows. Knows. The divine is always knowing, but for it to know itself, it allows its energy to flow through cycles of original knowing and ignorance. The knowing is the bias, and the ignorance is the fault. We are in a time of divine gnosis reemerging. The all is again remembering who and what it is. The current dominant hierarchy has been dependent and fed upon the ignorance of man, but now they are afraid because the end of their cycle approaches, the end of the dominance hierarchy.
Yeah.
Of course I'm jaded. What you expect when the cost of goods and services is constantly being inflated. Times is tickle, people with the same heritage as Don Rickle want the whole world in a pickle. If you ain't caking, it's probably trickle. Down started when Ronnie Reagan was round. And and the round mound, the rebound could really bound off the spectrum floor. Meanwhile, I knew drugs in town. Suddenly we go to white from brown. Life in the balance got you busting down. But that was then, what about now? The same song plays, the rhythm just different. When the pressure gets applied, the common man is livid. May create a murder scene in the place he live in. The world's robbing, no one's giving. It's downhill like Tyson with Robin Given. The soul is frigid when its freedom is inhibited by job claiming work-life balance. By peeking in my window, I need a balance. Try to escape the grass. They love me for my talent. One wrong step and off each breath can leave me bereft of connection to self. The medication I need ain't on the shelf. Life is in the balance. For real. Yeah. Whether triple beam or digital, your way up game at all times is critical. Balancing between the physical and spiritual. Not an easy task, avoidance can be typical. The mystical mind of the sage feels the middle pull. Across the abyss, he steps wearing herald. He uses tools as he walks to the land of Shul. The soul is full, speaks the power of the sacred bull. Sacrifice is the opposite of foolish vice. Time and discipline maketh thou the greatest thrice. Best as possible, keep your mind sharp as knife. Cause overlooking details causes strife. Life in the balance, whether right or wrong, this is the current plight. Prolong, nothing right now, take flight. Yes, home, the sun first rise at night. The swan song. Life in the balance. Mine is the Mazel Tov, the melancholy mask is on. The matrix turns to marathon for those who are masculine, and God forbiddeth melanin is showing through your epiderm. You consider it epidemic, public enemy one. This manuscript is written on the membrane of a Macedon. Prehistoric pantheons will never die, carry on. Caravans of Canaans, Moabites and Sayons. The oppressors prey on and look for ground to lay on. Then get bit by a lion, Judah, a lion. These words get sprayed on the wall that fate's on. When the ship come, we phase on. The shift is a phaeton. The burden weighed a ton and suddenly is gone. Yeah, it's the subtle things that make your Aki's heart sing. The bellows from the diaphragm where honey's made from bees' wings. The laughter of a child brings some balance to the bloodstream. When war is at your front door, some peace is a welcome thing. It's the subtle things that make your Aki's heart sing. The quiet drips from full springs from under earth where life cleans. Better than ever, the word in every endeavor. Better than clever, the truth is wisdom ever. If you should doubt it and attempt to count it, just know that this is powered by the force no time devours. No army cowers, no hate can sour. Cause on this hour, the seed flowers. Before the switching of scenes, let's hope that life finds its means. Allegiance to the right team. The murky water's now clean. The darkened path is now seen. The subtle things are now gleaned. The hero conquers the fiend. Ballast achieved on the beam. As this discovered in a time capsule in future times. Just know in this era there existed an enlightened mind. He carried water and within his essence was divine. Seated 3 daughters and the sun whose brilliant lights would shine. This type of light, let's be honest, is a rare kind. He aged gracefully, not hastily, fine wine. The word is arguably the artistry of the Arcanine. Articulate armory in the arteries is aquanine. Aboard to authorities with alliances, the sciences, defiance is the answer to truly finding this. Ein is first, Ein soft second, Ein soft earth. Check it for the record, he is vested, he is tested. Gold a product from the dark, wet, ingested. Mike check it, 1-2 bipedal. Babes and feetals, prodded with needles, protected nightly by scarab beetles. Not John, Paul, or Ringo. Peep the lingo. Awakened souls moving step like the rhythms equal. Beautiful flowers growing up from fecal. Matters not if not approved by the people. The word.
Tough. There is only one way out of here.
It's all causal. Hormones rage forth and stop menopausal. Menopause on. Colossal words that once spoke, then find the nearest sword to fall on. There's only one train home, one ticket. So speak easy, think freely when walking through the thicket. Let the game drop, light the leak from old spigots. Steer clear of barrel crabs, kleptos, and bigots. Is this your stop? Where the derelicts congregate and run from the cops. We're in the midst of poverty. Clergy by running a lockdown, this was the thesis. Send 10 shekels to get protected by Jesus. Lies behind the ties, game never dies. Pimps realize that it's best to be disguised. Through the skies fly, digital hawks with all seeing eye. Before the game's over, you must know why. Poseidon and Zeus brought the juice. In the month of April, the year deuce, deuce, deuce. If you called it then cool, you got a chance to roll. Many the foolish just fool with words. I don't know, I'm just hoping you heard. And I'm just hoping you heard. Think music. I'm just hoping you heard. Listen. I'm just hoping you heard.
Are you listening?
And I'm just hoping you heard. Not following herds. Cause what good is a man if not found with his word? The road curves, but the truth is sober. Never do swerve. One must have audacity, will, and the nerve. Cause sacred is the fire, the flame that never tires. The one train home is the mind in the zone. The magic washing oil as opposed to cheap cologne. The king rules by right as he ascends to the throne. But be careful cause infection can eat through the bone. My advice, extracted with a sharp knife exacted. Within your faction, keep a spirit of action. Fools collect data, wise men sift for diamonds that matter. Cause quality is godlike. When young souls chased after limelight, the honorable noble serves oblivious to spotlights. Home is the place where I lie in light. Illumination to restore my insight. That's my answer to the plight. Only train home. Yeah. Train home. That's my answer to the plight. Only train home. In certain Hindu teachings, it's said that we are bound to the wheel of reincarnation or the wheel of samsara until we achieve enlightenment, the realization and cultivation of the inner light. And that's the way out of here. That's the only train home. So as it applies to the dominance hierarchy, we always think that their motives are to make more money, but that ain't the case. The money only matters for peasants, commoners. The true goal of the dominance hierarchy is to keep souls trapped here. For what, you may ask? To be their food. You are listening to Think Music. Al-Akhdar, the king known as Aladdin. It's a sharp line between superb and mean. It gets fuzzy when the listener's ear ain't that keen. The creme de la is mixed with a lesser cream. Still its lexicon is focused like a laser beam. Pierce the forehead with the sting of a pinky ring. The bliss it brings when the angelic force is seen is like the subtle kiss of butterflies' wings. Knowledge reigns supreme, no time for genuflection. Get off your knees, God, in this cycle resurrection. Dissect these bars, paperclip every section. You gon' find when you rewind, yes, every time, that every word spit shine like a newly minted dime. Make the crowd stand up like a erect spine over a proud Georgia pine that was winning on the mind. No, fuzzy line, yeah, the word divine. The left hand hold a quill pen dipped in black ink. The 16's a warm up after 48 I breathe. And I warn you, don't sleep, cause I got more under my sleeve. Even the mind of Minota in the 80s could conceive. This young lad's words will one day make the world believe. No plea maybes are maybes, probablys could these. The true tales of a priest who rose some thieves, the ease with which he squeezed others and make cheese degrees. Higher than travelers could offer the people's pleas. For a serious MC, and answer the word complete. Convergent bees and virgin seas, leak pollen seeds, emerging G's, men God increase. The mark is east, to calm the beast. Arise like yeast in chords of E. The organ sings unordinary, the orbs on me, vocabulary exemplary. So pardon me, I'm parting seas, apart from these, a part of me. Divinity, the artistry is arson, see. It's suggested that you follow me, rather by plane, train, donkey, or feet. This particular genre recall meta rap, aggressively led by the word in Dap Dunlap. Think music, simply put the future's roadmap. Follow the man with a pitcher with water, and that's that. And that's that. And that's that. Yeah. And this is think music. When Dunlap cues it, the word voice infuse it. And this is think music. When Dunlap cues it, the word voice infuse it. This is think music. When Dunlap cues it, the word voice infuse it. Yes, sir.
In an emergent situation, how do you respond? How do you respond? How do you respond?
The game is so nuanced, from Ponce de Leon to Camp Wisdom, he's in trance. No kilogram or Libra scales to lean on. He weigh work, but bibliography sees on. What is he talking about? It's simple, he's a scholar, worker in magical proportions, pop a collar. Smell the aroma, manifest in Akihala, the Akhenaten, archetype, artesian water, the wellspring out of which comes a new order. When Demeter's daughter escapes underworld and water, a new babe is born with sword aimed to slaughter. The demon, Simon, castle, gray skull, Golgotha word spit, poetic pen pulls. The minds of old men out the past to bellies full. Eat. This is a critical response, a renaissance, so past the gray poupon. From yonder way come what have the fathers fond, a waving pond that resonates with reason. And this is think music, and play as if you choose it, then please don't abuse it. When Dunlap cues and the word verse imbues it, the sky blue hues it, the sun blaze infuses. A treatise from the triple lord they feeding on, the game sweeter than organically grown corn. Etruscan habits, your girl with Miles Davis horn. Stand atop the mount where the freeze on. A thunderstorm, the breeze blow on. Think music, season, we ease on. Down the road. A critical response, the world needs one. There are certain forces that are trying to cover up the sun and poison food, water, children. Minds and hopes they don't become. Still the real war's inside your front door, don't run. The champion don't need a gun. The weaponry is an effigy of the old he or she. Now a new child is born. Think. I stand on 26 bones in my feet. There's your hate, my hate, come correct with me, slain by the movement of the wind. 360 degrees, so let's begin. By the bend of the knee, Saturn fits his end. With two femurs crossed with a skull, they're closing in. It's either man or beast who is folding. The young chipper, Yom Kippur, knows a holy of holies, lies behind the zipper. The sanctuary on next to Mayberry, the higher end, high head. That's Aries, around in the bush, give that strip a second look. 7 vertebrae from the neck got you hooked. That's Taurus, when the great word is formed in the throat of Horus. So ancient hymnals can be sung in chorus. All I have heard of substance is the middle. The nose, mouth, neck, heart, phallus, front and central. The womb for the woman is the portal with placental. The occult anatomy of man, monumental. That's spiritual, physical, and mental. When they align, best believe not accidental. The mind oriental, chop wood, carry essentials. Stand on the word that exits through the dentals. The only savior that the adult soul knows is the burning wish within which the hardest unfroze. Orthol, the southpaw meets on the level, leaves on the silently dispose or get disheveled. My mind lit like a rolly wit, diamond bezel. The word, the word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Flirt with the futurist as close as my shirt. Better yet, my skin, microorganisms at work. Every cell is a light body, a fallen angel. And every angle is a light that is quantum entangled. Every breath contains fire, air, and water. While the body is the earth, they place it in order. So-called elites can get with this, my sons and daughters. I'm their father and they know it. My body intact and I'm immortal. That's a proven fact, yeah. Complete, and there is no lack. High atop Mount Ararat with a dish dashy on like I'm Yasser Arafat. But this ain't PLO, it's that God flow. The fire is hidden from the profane who know the occult anatomy of man, the light is shown. The occult anatomy of man, the light is shown. Yeah, the occult anatomy of man, the light is shown. The occult anatomy of man, the light is shown. Yo, somebody must get stepped upon for me to squeeze my corns in these Allen Edmonds. Patent leather with the satin karma bond. James Bond aura, accent from across the pond. Parsimonious, the bread quite frugal. That's what keep the cupboard full. There's chips in my bugle. The coffers feel ridiculous. The peacoat meticulous. A packer on the collar, glow on the pinky and wrist. Davidoff cigar, no smoke in the dubbar. The king with two eagle heads, a palm like I'm Jabbar. Kareem as a Kareem through the city like a dream. The peasants pay me homage like I'm Jesus on the scene. I'm clean, but in the inside I'm dirty. Responsible for taking out a whole country by the age of 30. That was light work, no blood on my shirt. One night I can't sleep, cause with Beelzebub I flirt. He pays well, my woman don't respect me. She's with me for the power. Inhale a block of sour just to pass miserable hours while I medicate my pain, locked away in glass towers. Dominance, hierarchy, bourgeoisie, oligarchy. The art of being a failed copy of a carbon copy. Illuminated still lack the light of a commonarchy. The plot is sloppy, still I press on. Without the scepter in my hand, I might get stepped on. The breastplate that my crest on, I know belong to the man the sun rests on. Dominance, hierarchy, bourgeoisie, oligarchy. Kleptomania fuels my rage, I'm cocky. While underneath, ironically, I feel oddly a stranger from nature. Netta's yes, sir. If Gaia is a broad, then I'm upset with her. She left me in the mountains to the beast I was served. Had to fight for my life when the ice age occurred. When I emerged, covered in thick fur, my eyes turned cobalt and my vision got blurred. My woman I would hit with a stick, that was it. Didn't understand the hips and the sag of her tits. Then I became angry, the story gets grainy. My dominance mainly, the result of neat and taming. Till that I'm aiming at a target that is flaming. Dominance, hierarchy, bourgeoisie, oligarchy. The art of being a failed copy of a carbon copy. Illuminated still lack the light of a common knock. Dominance, hierarchy, bourgeoisie, oligarchy. The art of being a failed copy of a carbon copy. Illuminated still lack the light of a common knock. And just like that, dominance hierarchy. Let's see, let me stop sharing.
All right. Peace to everybody. Peace, good brother. Got Dap Dunlap in the house.
What's going on, bro?
Oh man, it's easy money. Easy money. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Listen, man, that's a nice piece of art, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We appreciate everybody who tuned in and, you know, our little small flock, you know, who tuning in, and we appreciate the, you know, loyal supporters. Shout out to Julie. Golden Timeline went over and supported us big time and got our album, and she also looked around and at our catalog. Just a FYI, we have a catalog on Bandcamp, you know, Think Music. Let's go to it, see if I can pull it up. She went through the catalog and looked at some of our other stuff that we put out. This is let's see if I can share it again. We've been quietly making a fair amount of music since 2018.
Yes, indeed.
This is there's Dominus Hierarchy, there's El Flamenco. You know, these are singles. Figure This, Moore's Legacy as a project, Clarity in Sight, Global Reset, one of my favorites, Crown 19, Julius and Malone. I mean, we got, you know, and you can see the growth. If you listen to some of the older stuff, you can see the growth. And I'm gonna speak for myself in my lyricism, presentation. Also, you're gonna see how when we got with our engineer that we've been working with for like, I don't know, 6 years now, Matt. And you can hear the difference. But yeah, so we invite you to Bandcamp.
Hey, can you play something on that Global Reset?
What's that?
Can you play something on there?
I got Global Reset. Global Reset is in my thing right here. I think I got it over here on
play the one you call us the Rejects. I forget the name of it. Excuse me.
I think that's the title track, Global Reset.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna play. Let's see, Global Reset. Where you at?
And yes, motivation is not the money. Motivation is not money. Correct.
Which is why we had the project up for people can support it, whatever, you know. You can get it for free if you want. I'm looking, G, for Global Reset. Where is that at? I know I got it up here. There it is.
Venezuela is dumping the dollar when it comes to official exchange transactions and will now use the euro or other convertible currencies instead. The move is retaliation.
Tetragrammaton, Yod Hey Vahe. That's Big Ben and Lil Joe hit the hard way. Cross the tree of life, Sephiroth like Hardaway. Then find a lane where a three-way is a foreplay. The world to come is depending on what the words say. Holla Candy Man 5 times spirit parlays. In the play, overlay, overstand, underlay. Under may just be the top, that's what thought lay. That's the law of correspondence. Empty house full, mind my thoughts is abundance. And pardon me, but the spirit is amongst us. And I'm about to pull libations, it's summons. Entities that are armies for my enemies. That are harm King Herod, he hardly understand what he's dealing with. I fight oddly. Southpaw catch a right jaw. This Global reset. Respect for the downtrodden rejects. We wreck anything that we intersect. Reset, globe trot, then we eject.
This is for Paul, Tony Grant, a former slave, captive on his own land, skill hands made. Woodworker, craftsman, his trade. Pave way for new souls, a cascade. I'm a Robinson, Grant, Blakely, and Harrison. Bull guardians all around me form a garrison. Spirit burst when I converse. I thirst to touch the same light that was usurped. The globe is a oil field that so fire fields. Balance on the flat plain where men mount bill. And dark produce the light that is in the arc seal. Like the ditty in the belly of the bow steel. I lie, although it seems that I comply. I am that I am, fire chariot ride. God guts on the inside. Flail and crook ringing bell fry.
This global reset. Respect for the downtrodden rejects. We wreck anything that we intersect. Reset, globe trot, then we eject.
Venezuela is dumping the dollar when it comes to official exchange transactions.
Forgot it was on.
Yes.
Global
Hold on, man. There's some other joints. There's some other joints on this in this catalog, baby. My mind running now.
Let me tell you one we ain't played in a while. Go ahead. Which way you?
I was thinking I think it's on the prep.
Oh man, I don't know about the prep.
Hold on, what joint is it? Nah. I know it'll be a good one. The one where you talking about your cousin showed you how to do what I do and everything. That's on
Early New Dawn, I think.
Yes. It's some that's a banger right there.
Hold on.
Yes.
Ain't nothing like a fresh edge, hairline crisp, newly oiled dreads. New journeys raise dead men off gurneys. Lazarene, Nazarene, science above Copernic. Kisses, misses, kisses from the missus live in Memphis. Move with mystics, metaphysical mischief. We knew our time had been gifted, so we elevated, got lifted. Meditated in hot menses. Sex magic protocols, the heavens call. Set the way for a peaceful journey for Jamal. Large minded on my grind, never thinking small. A pause at the proper time prevents unwanted stalls. I had bad paws at first, but then developed tiger claws. In my contract there's a clause that says even if I fall, I'm never ever trapped in walls. So please jump leap if you feeling froggy, dog. My spacesuit, you can't buy this at the mall. Or maybe you can, but the soul will be detached, man. This new journey designed for live action. And this black light magnetic and flashing. Magnanimous, magnificent Magdalene. The married mother and the midwives are back again. The young gods soon appear wrapped in myrrh, incense, and saffron. Yeah, I got fond memories of my childhood. I remember my uncle used to come up from Atlanta, rocking the kufi, teach us how to make wadu, pray to Salat. It's a cool childhood, man. Yeah. I grew up Christian and Muslim, Hebrew and Wiccan, pagan yes for wisdom, late like Quran scripture scribbling, notes and then grabbed my Bible, confirmation given. Then I studied Satan, found further they all living in the same mind, and that's mine, and I'm fine with not knowing everything, leaves more for me to find. Now step behind the veil for a moment of your time. This is what keep the hand moving, allows light to shine. The silence is compliant with a spirit of defiance. Then my holy choirs conspire to teach the science of earth, water, air, fire, ethereal inspired. Then rubber hit the road like tires, we then retire. The villas with white sands and fruits that don't expire. Cause OG status is Onosis funeral pyres. Burn away these liars, deceivers, and town criers. Adrenaline is pumping, I'm starting to perspire. Yeah. It's funny, this beat about to change, and my whole scope on things. Fuck it, here you go. How can I say this? It used to be trailway passes, regional herb stashes. Classic on the field, yes, the time came and passed. When age bring reality, quickly it came dash. And then my math became magic. Sixes and S classes. The wood slain is tragic. Grain all in it graphic. The game is automatic for fame, not a fanatic. I'm cool if you never know me, I'm about gold balls and plastic. And black, that is elastic. Budget to fill the dragon. Carolina born with the Texas way back. And 02 no slacking. I came here with no backing. Grinding hard to imagine the whole way the game I'm badgering. Now over jazz classics, I seasoned the game like Zatterin. A Zellator back again, working magic, no flattering. A snapback, throwback, MC, so tragic how balls is watered down now, creativity stagnant, but my math is automatic. Jay speaks and a magnet, attract links that's Cuban and ambient lights flashing, moon roof crack blasting. Think music lagging behind, no bastards. My daddy taught me how to outlast you. I said my daddy taught me how to outlast you. Bastard.
Yeah. You have fun on that.
Yeah. I would like, you know how I feel, I like to re-record that with Matt. I feel like we was getting sabotaged in the studio.
Right.
First one was all right, then we come back talking about something, then it's all of a sudden vocals get a little muffled. It's like, all right, the Book of Eli. You remember that motherfucker?
100%.
Start calling him the Book of. His name was Eli. Dap start calling the Book of Eli.
No, I keep something rolling.
Son of a bitch. Let's see. I don't know, man. What you
I already got one lined up.
What's that?
Let's get into Iberian oracles.
Oh, I forgot about Iberian oracles. Now I don't know if I got that one loaded in here. Iberian oracles. I might see if I can play it off of let's see if it'll let me play it off of Bandcamp. Forgot about Iberian oracles.
That's a classic right there.
Think music. Oracle of Delphi, Kiss of Spain selfies, Madrid Al Aqsa in the West Test Proctor. Oversee the lane like a faucet raindropper. Game for a lame so that he can walk a game. Think music's good for the brain, opposite of aspartame. The master tames his mind as the bull gets slain. Bullet the nearest train, speed faster than steel frames. Aquarian the insight, wayfarer at night. Surfing digital ocean, see folk with no sight. So eyeglass is the hourglass pass. Time of full aggressive when they get on your ass. A very precious every moment, think about that before you spaz. Hormonal eruptions is DNA corruption. Double helix, double dutching. With an alien hand touching. But that's devices hidden inside that will come online at the right time. Iberian oracles, our contributions is historical. Deplorable how they got us living. So we switch lanes, new dimensions. Iberian oracles, our contributions is historical. Early new dawn, we've risen. like the sunshine for new vision. Obsidian brooch, so the roach do not approach. Suckers get reproached with an open hand choke. In the beginning was the word, you be wise to study the quotes. It just might open up your mind to resonate with the goats. Fihi ma fihi, brass head tiki, lamp lights you can see at night. West African retina, reptilian bagpipes. Wisdom sing praises to Typhonian archetypes. Hum along to the same song, universal tone. To be God, you are prone, rightfully take your throne. It is found in all the holy books, Vedas to Quran. Bible scriptures paint the picture, Zohar is the dawn of the world to come, that will be done. Kabbalistic stakes to symbolize the rising sun. My tongue is my gun, I will squeeze it till I'm done, then stay down till I get up, even if the last one. Iberian oracles, our contributions is historical. Deplorable how they got us living, so we switch lanes, new dimensions. Iberian oracles, our contributions is historical. Early new dawn, we've risen, like the sunshine for new vision.
Boy, you going down memory lane here. That's like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. Damn, that's crazy.
It's aging well.
You know what? You know I ain't heard in a long time?
What's that?
Dubai Sunset. But what you got? What you got next on your? I'm gonna flow with what you.
I mean, you know, the title track. Give them the opus. Let them know. Let's let them know what an opus is.
Which one? Dubai?
Yeah.
Which opus you talking about though?
Dubai Sunset, right here on this.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's Divine. I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. First, because this is all one, right? I guess we need to explain what an opus is.
Okay, so I got the idea from listening to classical music. They, they call their music overtures and opuses and things like that. And when I listen to it, it goes in different directions. So I said, well, what's the hip hop version of that? And I would just grab a whole bunch of pieces, chop them up, and make one long track with the same BPM. So the BPM never changes, but the styles of the beats do, which I thought was it showed me that I can make different beats, or I guess you can say different tempos on a set tempo. So if the tempo is 85, I can make something that's faster than 85, still on 85, and it makes sense. And when I first did that on like the first opus, I was like, oh, like I didn't have to move anything around. And that's the idea behind it. I got it from classical music, but flipped it into a hip hop form. And that's how you get it. So and none of these, sample sources they're all from different places. So it's like how I get motivated to do an opus. I'll go through my sample playlist and I'll grab pieces, chop them up, and then let me grab something else and grab something else. And so it'll be like 4 different, or 5, depending on how long the opus is. It could be 3, it could be 4. We got a amazing one called Transformative Moments, where it's one long piece and I just chopped it up. But a lot of them are from different places, and then I chop each of them up. I chop each sample up, and then I make them flow into each other.
Yep.
And how I do that is I might take the I'll drop the drums and let that last sample piece play and let that blend into the new one, and then bring the drums in a couple bars later, stuff like that.
I also see the opus as like back in the day, songs used to be 7-8 minutes, 9 minutes, you know.
Especially in the jazz world.
Yeah. And so when the opus is like you get several songs in one song.
Yeah.
It's almost like the different acts of a play or a movie. You know, you got your act 1, act 2. You know, your act 4 is supposed to be like when the resolution comes. And so I think the opus is like kind of like, you know, almost like a little movie. You know?
Yes.
Um,
And I seen that. Freddie Hubbard has a song, and it's called I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's one side of the album. It's one whole side, and you got to turn it over to hear the rest of the song. Like, that's how long the song is. So when I seen that, I was like, you could do that, you know. It's like, wow. And the opuses I started off, they were probably like 6 minutes, and then they kind of just progressively got longer. They're not always long. So, you know, like we just listened to what's the joint we just listened to? Not Iberian
Oracles.
The one before that. That was like the one with when you was talking about your cousin.
Early.
Yeah, early. That's like a mini opus, because there was 3 different transitions in that. But that was me. So sometime when you hear that, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
That's me taking. That was all the same sample, just me chopping it different. And sometimes I do that. Like sometimes I got 3 ideas, instead of making 3 different beats, I just make one beat. And in a sense, that was like a miniature opus. I was thinking of that when we were listening to it. That's like a miniature opus. So if you hear, I'm not going to say that because it's transition in the music period. But if you hear like transitions, well, opuses is going to be that. It's going to be like different pieces. You will know it's not from the last piece. So that's how you will know. But in the sense of early, that was me taking a sample and chopping it up 3 different ways and making a beat with it in the same beat. But it's almost like an opus because they were all different. From the first piece was different from the second. The third piece was a mixture of the first and second piece. If people really listen to it, you'll hear elements from the first piece, the second piece, and then it's like his third verse was like both of them combined.
Hey, Dad, real quick, not to cut your wisdom, but do we have something called Paris? I don't remember us making nothing called Paris, do we? With Paris in the title?
No, unless she's talking about Milan Fashion Week.
She talking about Milan Fashion Week. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And look, we got some
internal light. Yes, straight life. Yes.
Yeah. We got some music heads in here. Now you see this person, this young lady, MC_Smith.
Yes.
That's who peaked the dopamine cycle.
Oh, she found out where that's. Oh, okay. That's what.
yeah.
Good looking on that. Looking on that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Shadowfly. We're gonna play some of that Milan Fashion Week.
Yeah. Milan Fashion Week is an opus.
That's
an opus.
Yeah.
That's an opus.
Yeah.
When
that's
I
an
him,
opus.
and it's so
what you want? You want to do Dubai, or you want to do? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we could do both, but just like the way I make beats is like you got minimalism, you got hip hop with a jazz mindset, you got beats need bars. So Milan Fashion Week is like minimalism. And sometimes when I make the minimalism joint, and if Jamal chooses to spit on it, it gives him space for the lyrics to just live, because there's not really much going on in the music. When it's minimum like that, I want the music to be so musical that what I decided to chop up, or if I go organic, it's enough to carry you. You know what I'm saying? And then when he put the lyrics on top of it, that's just, that just adds to it. But yeah, let's shoot them Dubai and then flow in the Milan Fashion Week if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pull Dubai off through Bandcamp.
Okay. Yeah, dinner at the bistro. That they calling them
Yo.
out.
What was that?
I said they calling them out. Dinner at the bistro. That's another banger.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. Would you say somebody said to you? They was like, why are you speaking like that about yourself? Somebody said something to you in that vein when they heard the lyrics.
What's that?
Dinner at the bistro. When you was talking about like your
We haven't even recorded that yet.
Nah, I thought we did. We did.
Nah, you just got the beat. I think she calling out Freddie Hubbard as one. Is that a Freddie Hubbard? Remember, we never recorded Dinner at the Bistro.
What's the genre? Hold on, bro. We
You know how sometimes you would name it by the sample source, but we didn't. We haven't recorded Dinner at the Bistro.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, I think she's naming. That's one of your songs.
No,
that bistro.
You did that, bro. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, I don't think I don't know who put it out. Yes, I'm about to pull it up on my phone, fam. That's a joint. It's on a project.
No, I never did Dinner at the Bistro. Dinner at the Bistro.
Yeah,
Dinner at the Bistro. Is that on Morris Legacy?
I think
Dinner
so.
at the Bistro. My bad. God damn, I don't even know,
bro.
we don't even know. I don't even know my own shit.
I was about to say, I'm like,
man.
no, I'm not tripping.
Stand corrected. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, we got to play what they asking for first. Let's start with what they.
Go ahead.
We're gonna go Milan Fashion Week, then we're going Dinner at the Bistro. Damn. At Jerris 7729. We on our music is on Bandcamp. And way Bandcamp work is nothing slick. You just go over there, you download the app, and if you get the music, you play it on Bandcamp, just like you on iTunes or something.
Yeah. So when you buy it, it's a digital download. It should go into whatever you're like. If you have Apple or
or
something like that, it's gonna download into that. Or you can come back to Bandcamp and play it too. But it should download into your phone as a downloaded track where you could play it. Then you could use your your USB rather, and play it in your car or Bluetooth or whatever to play it in your car. When you buy the digital track, that's what'll happen. You can listen to it on Bandcamp and it'll download it to your phone.
Yeah, right. Good call. Okay, so you want to go Milan?
Yes, you're gonna play that from your archive, right? Not off of Think.
Yeah,
it's a little choppy on Think Music. It's a little choppy on Bandcamp, but it sounds really clear when you play it.
Yeah, because we're trying to migrate it through two platforms. So
okay.
Let me see. Dinner at the Bistro. Do I have that over here? If I don't, while this is playing, I'm gonna load it into.
Hold on once. Tell them what Milan Fashion Week's about.
Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, DAP sends these. So our secret sauce is this. The average equation for MC producer is you go somewhere, you listen to a bunch of beats, you shop, you get beats, then you come up with songs to the beats. Our thing is we organically came to this method. Dap sends me a slew of beats and they had these titles. I go through the beats and I write to what draws me, right? But I don't come up with a separate song. 99% of the time, I'm just going to write to whatever the title of the beat is, like a writing prompt. And so Milan Fashion Week was the name of the opus, correct? Wasn't that the name of the?
Yes.
Okay. And so I just wrote to it and I took that title and created a concept around it. And I imagine like this beautiful model who is thrust on the runway. She's malnourished. She's been ridiculed. She's been abused. She's been objectified, and people just looking at her and taking pictures and gawking at her, and just, like she's an object and not an actual human with a soul. And she is supposed to represent in the reality, the harsh reality that has been visited upon indigenous cultures around the planet, right? The originals, to where you are treated as if you were at some museum, and you're only considered when you are entertainment or something to be studied, and you're not seen as an actual sentient, living, soulful being. And so the metaphor here is that describing the model is describing the reality of a people, if that makes sense.
Heavy. And every time the beat change, it's a different version of the same woman. So
that's
right. It's like from the first stanza, second, third, she's transforming. So by the end, she's different from where she started.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, by the end, she has realized her power.
Yeah. So listen intently. If you got some earbuds, put those on, and listen intently, because it's an ill story. So yeah, whenever you're ready, good brother.
Let me find it. I just had it.
This cloth, similar to Egyptian cotton, worn by an old Yemeni while salatin. The 5 pillars became the 5-finger discount. Stolen by lost souls, couldn't find a way out. Fortunately, she found fine linens in the 9th inning. A Roman centaur with his cohorts tried to tear her garments apart. Etruscan habit, ascot, like a ship captain, dry scotch. Rumor is she got family ties in Suma and Tulsa, okay, minus the Sooner. Under the moonlit night, we serenade the goddess. Crooner, sidebar, the devil can't hurt you, only make you harm yourself. Kruger, mountain cougars, roam the west side of NC. Rugers, we're no longer juniors, we are seniors in our class. Eons have passed, shards of broken glass come together like satin threads. Milan Fashion Week. Yeah. On runways, guns blaze, cannons and Nikons place images in cage. Onlookers express fake rage, so concerned about the fact she hasn't eaten in days. The price of high fashion. Eastern Germany handler keeps the dame dashing. Several factions clashing. They all want in on the action. Between wardrobe changes, the weight of the world leaves certain anguish. Jet setters dine on, smoked salmon, rice, pilaf in meat lawn. Red wine, dry blood drips on. Milan Fashion Week. Drugged in a residence, found face down and Trueless left no evidence. At least they thought so. They overlooked the P code, colored P coat, the last trace of a royalty. The pedigree is obvious, a chaos is orderly. Awful paradox, still she loyally dredges on with the soil and flees. Plutonian, scorpionic is a jabs. Underworld, chthonic just below the Ave. My ITN, Sabat and them, the bottom at the top again. Question, is the ration fair you portion them? Probably not. Milan Fashion Week. She's so angry, that's how media label her. When she finally starts to stir, when her life's on review, the synagogue of Satan sits on the front pew. Always got a hand in every plot, hand in every pot, hand in the ass, prostate or not. Prostrate she will not. Apocalypse, this is her shot to balance scales. This won't be one hell of a story to tell. Milan Fashion Week. Milan Fashion Week. The best stories full of irony. Until the end it seemed that the victor would sink his ivories deeper in the flesh. Vital force sucked until there is nothing left. But then dramatic change ushers in a new era. The main character's revelation, no mascara. Under the gorgeous skin and beautiful grin lurks a fire that burns hotter than the scorching sand of arid desert land. In quiet, her soul draws nearer. She's surrounded by several mirrors. Through anger, sadness, and streaming tears, she cries, she scries. Divinating, there is no fear, just focused eyes. Kali Yuga, no more Uber. Instead, sweet chariots fly that are made from fire. So when chambers echo, she reply. Her fruit hangs low enough to reach high. Feet earth and head is sky. Arms stretch, oceans comply. Winds blow by, rustle leaves on trees. Every root, every stem through her breathes. Through every womb she conceives. Every thought that comes and leaves is her. So with the goddess we confer. And when we concur, it's all beautiful. Milan Fashion Week, the throne is now suitable. Milan Fashion Week, the throne is now suitable. Milan Fashion Week, the throne is now suitable. Milan Fashion Week, the throne is now.
Yeah, so that I was asked, are you sampling a song in the beginning with the strings? Yeah, so all of that was off one record, different songs off one record. And like I explained earlier, I just loaded it all up. And that's minimalism. That's just drums and samples. I didn't add nothing else, no type of organics around it. I just chopped it up and made it. And that's how that turned out. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Jarius, I appreciate it. And that's how this really sounds like an ascension of the feminine. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why, at the beginning, I was like, if you listen to the song, you see how she progresses through the song at each beat change. She progresses to something else, and then she reaches her full potential. It's an ill joint. That's why we glad y'all here can explain the music. Like, this music is very, this isn't cut and paste music. This is thought out, which goes back to our group name, Think Music. Is,
yes,
I think sometimes, we could be, Jamal and I feel like we high level thinkers, and we put stuff out, but I think it's cool to explain your art also. I don't think a lot of people do that. And I'm gonna say I don't think a lot of people do it, because some people do it, but in hip hop, I don't think a lot of people do it for real. But I believe giving you guys and giving you ladies and gentlemen the background of how we come up with this art, my production style, his writing style, it gives y'all more a more in-depth look at what we do with our art. And when you're listening to it, now you know where we're coming from. So you get to listen to it from the standpoint of where we're coming from. And then obviously you have your own take if you like it or not, which is cool. But at least you know where we're coming from when we put it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to close some windows here. My internet is.
And then he has, for this particular track, he has the lyrics on here too that you can read along. We took it back to the 90s, where when you bought cassette tapes, some of the cassette tapes had the lyrics in them when you open it up. So we took it back to that with this, so you could listen to it and then read the lyrics while you're listening to the music. I did that with It Was Written. I used to listen to It Was Written and read the lyrics to the whole, listen to it all the way through and read the lyrics to it. That's why that's my favorite Nas album. That album's crazy.
And the lyrics are up for this most recent project, Dominance Hierarchy. You can, when you get the project, you can see all the lyrics and you can see what I'm actually saying. I think Shadowfly had she had mentioned Dinner at the Bistro.
Yes,
which
yes.
I'm crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because he's like, we didn't do that. Like, nah, yeah, for sure.
Let's see it. Let me find it. Dinner. It's under Morris Legacy.
Yeah.
Dinner at the Bistro. That's crazy. I don't even know how I forgot that. So there's the track. There's a project.
One too.
Oh, that was Infinite. Okay. My bad.
Yeah. The other day, this lady interviewed me around the corner at the bistro. She wanted to know about my life. This is what I told her. Such a beautiful failure my life is. Hopefully this brief short'll compel you. For 4 decades with pinback ears, I've paddled upstream through water with no cheers. No toast, no bottles, popping champagne. Cause for me the championship has yet to be attained. I spent my childhood years trying to fit in squares where circular pins had only been. My community celebrated when I did not win. My community celebrated when I did not win. Did you catch that? Is it not insane as you look back? With me, quickly, the story fast forwards to 93. A-Ball MJG spoke to me, explained with curl hair and gold teeth how to break bees. That came out hard. I touched my first 100 piece of that white hard. Then had a pocket full of stones like Pimp C. Hold up, I was scared, I was green, I was a smart kid, leader of the football team. My trajectory was supposed to be the cream. By 96 I was blowing weed and touching quarter piece. I'm a sophomore in college, not one book did I read. But on the football field I ball lights out like I OD'd. 4 years passed, scholarship expired. College dropout, ran the streets, I was tired. 02 moved to Texas State with Big G. My older brother helped me finally walk on 2 feet. 10 years later he was gone. Before his passing we weren't on the best terms. Bridges burned and then we stand alone. I was divorced by then, with a bitter ex-wife. 2 kids and child support that won't bend, with fickle friends and funny money. I was fed up, cloudy days overpowered those that were once sunny. New book, Humble for Dummies. Pluto is slummy. Leave deliciously prepared food mush and gummy, till the final work's completed. That's the golden honey. The great work still sharpened once heated. The story continues, part 2 needed. Dinner at the bistro. I know my mind fades way back to those days when we were young play. I know my mind fades way back to those days when we were young play.
Damn, I forgot about that. We got to do a part 2 to Dinner at the Bistro.
Yeah, because you said that too on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got something in the tuck. We just
Okay.
call it Dinner at the Bistro too. But I got
Okay.
something in the tuck for you though.
Come on with it. Dang. Thank you for the recommendation or the request, Julie. That was took me back on that.
What's the classic?
I
Can we
just-
set it for that Dubai?
Okay.
After you build?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can download that so we can bypass any lag or loss of quality. Dubai Sunset. Damn. Now this one might be tricky. I had to see if it's in the email because that was man, I hope we got that one from the Dubai Sunset. There we go.
Now, this is going to be one where it's different sample sources, and I blended them together in a sense. So this is a opus. And this one's about. Tell them when I first sent you these opuses, and you were like, "Yo, look at the time on this. Like, what is
Yeah,
this?"
it's like, man, my man tripping. Like 10 minutes. What you want me to do with this? But as a writer, and a person who likes challenges, I said, okay, you know what? It was like I told them, all right, I'm gonna write to it, and I'm gonna write all the way through. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get this thing uploaded.
All right.
It's 5. Let's see if we can get it in here. It's trying to upload. Give it a second. Everybody all right? Y'all still with us? Okay. I'm waiting on it. It's a pretty big file.
Yeah. My sample sources I pull from a lot of different places. So, but I do like when people can figure it out. I do like that. That's it.
Okay.
Because I don't always chop it up crazy. So, you know what I mean? But I try not to take the main piece and, I could do better than that. But yeah, but sometimes I like when people catch it. But I got some joints that's like, yo, you sampled that? Like, yeah. I'm a true digger. I really dig in the crate. Finding like some obscure stuff.
Yo, I want to welcome y'all to a new experience in music. We call this an opus, Opus 5, Dubai Sunset. Enjoy. If man know thyself, man will not hold thyself. You are independent, please do not show thyself. To be ignorant of the stakes stakes that are on the line. Do you wanna play the game or be riding the pine? Confidence a must when you dealing with serpentines. I'm fine with us having differences of mind, but there's some things above opinion. There are more so divine, but in time you would read between the lines. I'm from the Tacoma Circle, similar to kudzu vines. You cut me 7 times or come back 8 times. Get back is a step up to get ahead, so get in line. Behind greater minds, I handle your time. I address equal 10. Our street was shaped as 9. We circle infinite times. That's 8 like bow ties and bean pies. Next 7 lines behind the line. It pregnates the 6. David the lad finds his hands with fingers that number 5. Senses. Stay with me. Senses. Past tense is left behind. So 4 forms the door that envelops and squares time. 3 is company trying, jack a trip, crystalline, Byzantine, a talk flood game, Cobra clutch mine, a 2-piece, no biscuit, no fries, dwells within that woman's thighs. Split matter till one emerges that's pristine. We have tripped inside the mind of God. When light shine, it really ain't hard to find. Opus 5, Dubai Sunset. Let's go. I'm on the throne. The secret is up in my knees and get my shit on. And you listen intently and you say that shit on. And you might be wondering what kind of shit that man on. How he tuned my ear and quickly put me in the zone. Like I done sipped the 5th or blew a whole zone. The sparrow is now spitting and he's singing his own song. Day sun blaze but the night be dark long. Texas Metroplex and yes we reckon and it's on. We screw for Skrilla, kill your mirror cause you got it wrong. The South is where we at, so anywhere on earth we home. Other brave, former slave, my mind has not been cloned. Yes I'm made from the cave, my spirit it was blown. I don't need no copper tone to earth my mother homes. The sun is my father, man let's get it on. They savage why they bother cause they prone to eat human flesh and bone, then brag about it. In a book called Alive, I'm Jerry Seinfeld, escaped the beehive. So I think free flow like the number 9, ain't none approaching mine. If your confidence you can't find, you a dead real time. Listen close, then rewind. Ashvillian and amongst a million, there will be one, I guess I'm blazing game run. Melanine, cook good in the sun. Yeah, you shook, woke, but chill cause you ain't one. And no, you not the one, unless you got a 4 and a 10. Lil' Joe, Big Ben, if so, then my friend, let's walk, bend, and transcend, and still get ends. GLS Benz, 580 fringe, me and my super friends. Fresco from France on the wall, comprehend. The timepiece majestic, do the hands even spin. Golden nozzle spin, I spend summers in solar winds. To let my wings spread like eagles descend. See, pray then, dine in. Yeah, game, 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 yeah, game, 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 game. Listen, grapes need honey. Order to chaos. My mouth move Mondays from frivolous Friday fiat. Spending, rim spinning, Akasha wood gripping, mahogany color glistens when some oil hit it for this visit to egoic. Peak amount of lip is stoic. I stand indoors and grace floor, she know it. He show it. Light possess sees, so he glows it. She sees it, takes a sip of a frozen dak. She slides by this guy, appears to be shy, but is why. 5 antennas up. He brushed by, pecs jump, her throat lumps. He approached the place where spirit served clutch. He orders thus. Game, 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 game. She intercepts and intercedes. Spirit keeper please. What that man drink kindly I pay fees. He points I ease. My eyes east. See that Aphrodite adoreth thee. But game I peep. Control is a pedigree. I put on my cleats. This is open leak so I proceed. With salutation thank you we. Should still await and talk in peace. Convo increase from fermented grapes and bottles of yeast. Game, 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 game. and solve the problems of the world by discussing Jesus, Krishna, Muhammad while the DJ jamming. We hear faint sounds from the music blasting like from a distant planet. Maybe Buster and Janet. We are outside now amongst a row of LS's. Hers is red with beige essence. Factory rims, classy, no flexing. Cruising, metroplexing, sophisticated her profession. Her mind's a sexy weapon. The curvature in her hips and lips is effervescent. Refreshing, incandescent. Off the potter's wheel, she emoted a crescent. Moving stars align. Now I have entered her mind. Let's talk game, 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 game.
Glenn.
It seems common sense is not a common theme. In the minds of some folk, this is a bad dream. No, I'm sorry to tell you, this is to be continued. Too much feces to flush in one episode. So same bad time and same bad channel on the same commode. You can spill your guts to uncaring schmucks who work for stars and bucks, but it won't do you much good. I wish you would share your pain to judging minds who worship rain and hope that your skies remain cloudy. Ain't that insane? But centuries of trauma, it does damage to the brain. What a massively corrupt world our souls must entertain. Long hours plus short pay. Time sours, hope dissipates. Adrenal showers hide our bodies aches. We are numb, maybe dumb, that's probably the reason some ignore the whispers that solemnly issue from the heart's core. I implore swimmers to seek shore. On dry land, we can't endure the winter showers, darkness powered by the light devoured. Until the watchtower's clock and bell tolls. The bursting seed becoming flowers we know. The force be with those who where they're supposed to be or not to be is the question. To see or choose not to see the hidden lesson. It's really up to your discretion. I'm just a messenger, medicinal motivator. The elevator, an escalator is just a cheap replica of the steps you must soar. Climb, pardon me if I'm too sublime, but think music is dedicated to stretching minds. We invite you to light a fuse. We offer reality in the world of fake news. Bought views, online gangsters and borrowed shoes. Cause tomorrow's hues depending on what today you do. Pissing in wind, these golden showers on your face, my friend. As the year ends and a new one begins, I hope this finds you with a back that bends but won't give in. I hope this finds you with a back that bend that won't give in. I hope this finds you with a back that bend that won't give in. This finds you with a back that bend that won't give in. Don't give in. Before the sun sets in Dubai, I descend between thighs thicker than your average two-ply. I then settle upon beneficent flesh, tongue moves with no impediment. Royal my rhetoric, Dubai Confederate. Fezzes on heads, gold adorned necks. We travel across desert treks made by wise men on burning sand. Global footprints, there are no foreign lands. On deck, all heads, feet, and hands. In the wilderness, we chop wood and get stretched like rubber bands. Believe it or not, it was all planned to constrict the hands of God just to free him again. Then them separated palms only looking to mend. Young boys looking upward to men. Young girls gazing upward to women. Distill their consciousness from within like they are next to kin. Understanding that the origin beyond origins intelligent. Some may catch that, others won't. That's okay though, like whole cake and K-roll. The gang we and one, these devils zero. The great face of Heru, a hero. Where we go, others don't go and don't know. Now the heartbeat of Shango. Black crow on post, spots worms and compost and feeds. Now drum roll as Rome implodes. How many souls have suffered pain at the hands of villains that cloud the skies with rain, so the sun cannot be entertained. I paint Dubai sunsets and picture frames, cause mine eyes have seen the stories in from future came. A tribe of warriors who wrote metal netta Hebraic flame. Languages or anguages have not been in vain or aimless. We stand blameless, stainless, white robes and blinding lights that glow. Cause we fire and smoke, catch the signal when the trumpet blow. Catch the signal when the trumpet blow. Opus 5. Dubai sunset. Dap Dunlap. The word. Think music. The new movement. The new movement.
Damn. We put that out 6 years ago.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Damn, I ain't heard that in a long time.
I have.
Sunset. Yeah, man.
I be banging joints. I
You
do
know
them
when
all.
I
Okay.
my bad.
No, you good, you good.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, Infinite. Yeah, man. When I make something, I kind of lose. I don't know after a while. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even want to touch it.
Yeah, there's some MCs like that. I forgot who said Rock Marcy. He said that. He was like, yo, like he said I sit with it for so long making it. Like once I put it out, he's on to the next thing. So
Mhm.
he don't really go back and listen. You know, obviously he do shows and stuff, but yeah, he's like making the project is, you know, he heard the songs because you know you're listening to them, making sure the mix is right. You listen. So once they come out, that's it. He's on to the next.
Sometimes it's a little depressing when you produce art. I'm gonna get into this real quick because we had a request for Ordo Templo, but
Classic.
I want to share something I don't always share. Like I have these times where I feel really down. You know, like I guess you could call it. I don't like to use the term depression, but it's definitely something. With a Cancer moon, I have these low periods. What I've come to learn is that when I feel really low, it's like something very creative is coming. You know, it's almost like the price to pay for creativity. And after we do a project or something, I feel sometimes down after it comes out. You know, it almost feels like for a mother, and I'm, you know, not that I could, but I'm imagining postpartum depression. You know, all this anticipating of the baby, then the baby's born. It's just like, and then it's like the hormonal for the mother, you know, the rush of hormones and the sudden change in her life. And it almost feels like that. Like it come out sometimes like, oh man, you know, it's kind of, I don't know.
I think for me it's a dopamine rush. We know we like dopamine, and when we making the project, like when he calls me and like, yo, I got 6 joints, let's do an EP. I'm like, what are they? He give me the titles, I pull it up, I'll make a playlist, I listen to it, and that builds the excitement, you know. And then we talking studio time, what it's gonna cost, all that stuff. And then, you know, we think of album art, and then we set a release date. And then once it's out, it's like that whole rush is gone.
Right.
But we creatives, and we got so much more in the tuck that we'll get it again. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it again. And you know, life happens and things like that. But then when we circle back, that we build that excitement again, and can't wait to put the art into the world and see how it takes, because you know we put a lot of thought into it. This isn't thoughtless music. And so when we put it out, you know, that's the release. And then when we dive back in, we build it back up. So I feel you on that. And I like when I text him, like I told him tonight we was on the phone before the live. I'm like, bro, I got 6 joints, and I read off the beat titles to him, and I got them exported. I just got to run them through Audacity to send them to him. But yeah, he called me like a couple of weeks ago and was, we got something in the can. Once this sits in the world for a little bit, we got something, another joint in the can. So in singles and that, so we got music that's gonna come out. But I feel you on that. It's like we build up, we release, and then we rebuild.
And our game plan is the main reason we ask for support is just so we can go to the studio. You know, that's our game plan is, the art. We just want the art to get out. And if we can be able to, because to have a top tier engineer, it makes a big difference. If you got an ear for music, you can hear some that, I'm just going to be straight up. You can hear the difference in some stuff early in the catalog to after 2020, it's a big difference.
Yes.
And that's $90 to $100 an hour to work with that level of engineer. I've done the $25 in somebody's closet with some headphones from Walmart. I've done the $40 and the kids running around eating ices. They ain't had no breakfast and I've done the $50. I've done the ones. What's that? Some spoken word? What's this? Some spoken word? It's so many. I'm probably done gone through it. I probably at least 7, 8 engineers before we got to Matt, and it's like gotta pay the money, man, to get the quality. And he not trying to rush you through. Hey, dude, you need some coffee, dude? Your voice is a little dry. Most engineers, they don't even, I didn't give a damn, But MC said, are you having a full circle moment? I think I am, because I forgot about a lot of his music. I forgot that we did, not that I completely forgot, but I just, like that dinner at the bistro and that I ain't listened to Dubai Sunset in, I don't know, 3-4 years. But she said, next time you're feeling that way, use herbal supports that herbs that support giving birth. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Thank you. Okay, so you want to do Auto Templo?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about the sidetrack. I had to be let's see. Auto Templo. I had a dream that I was laser focused like a blue beam, piercing minds to show infinite things, like the inside of the inside where the bird sprouts his wings and flights forces form inside perfect design storms. Man is not afraid to think outside established norms. If conforming got you charmed, and with you I've got qualms. We are not destined to exist as slaves, and we are fed wisdom through a cord from mama's nave.
severity. My mother birthed me, but first carried me mercifully. The water is inherently mine. Maritime or war, this ship will survive. Calm seas or storm weather, still I glide. Waves take you up and down. Emotion roller coasters take charge, calm them now. You're the captain of your soul. How can you be moved when you're working your plow? There is good, there is evil, and then there's perfection. See, Freeman L. revealed this in a lesson. That's the great pyramid of Egypt. You only fell cause you knew that you would be up. Unfinished souls come back to earth for a re-up. Not to worship paper and search for the fleece up. Ease up on the physical. Limited eyesight and think critical. While automatons slowly become digital. Mass actors are underneath are pitiful. Facades are awful hard to maintain with X-ray vision. See the inner parts. The word.
Classic.
Oh, no, Templo. It's been a minute on that one.
Classic.
What you feeling, bro? Anything you need to,
Well, we got NC_Smith in here, right? So Divine is I thank you, Rhythm in the Dark.
Thank you, Rhythm in the Dark.
Divine is a popular song that I chopped up, R&B, and I played the chops at the end. Well, I chop a portion of it at the end, but I want to see if she could see what it is. If she can hear what it is, rather.
All right. Okay. Play a little sample peep game.
It's some vocal stabs in there, so she might grab it quick.
Yeah, she got an ear. So okay, let's see. I got that one.
Yeah, this is easy.
Debonair, intelligent, visionary, intuitive, nuanced, extraordinary, divine. The rose of Sharon meets the dove, my dictionary, intersex, vividly, imagine now, early, divine. I knew my time would come, but patience not my virtue. Life is funny though, jumping too fast, it should've hurt you. But the dawn is Venus, is intuitive, new emotion, divine. Motion, ocean floating, Billy Rubin Ocean. The shit, I am it, this dedicated in verbal intent, nighting the divine bars lit. Confident language, I dare you to try this. The lane switch, we tackle the abyss. Descend to ascend, straighten to bend. Jamming like Ben, 3-stack, O'Farrell munchin'. Divine. Black thoughts uncommon, but I got common sense. So my comma bun concomitant with comet hits. Dissect my bars to get a PhD in cunning wit. Delve in vibrations in known esoterics, divine. My dialogue and verses now expanding. Divine consciousness, over under understanding. Oh, the path is so demanding. And being real is uncanny. Automatons need nannies. I'll up the ante because I'm so anti. Dumb, stupid, ignorant. Come with something handy. Something I can hold. Some tangible untangies. Meanwhile, I craft balls that dangle like ear candies. DIVE inside the mind of a fine wine that's aged over time. Linguistic gymnastic every time I spit mine. These lines must be read between to find the jewels hidden inside. Divine. Inspiration, needlepoint excellence, divine vibrations, you best believe it. The end conceive it, hands cleave it. I wrote my own religio, so like the script said to do so. My offsprings will have the crystalline milk flow. The honey mix, cinnamon opens the dough. To be the nigga, the ginger, the naga, pretender. Never send back if fake is the endeavor. Yes, I like cheddar, but for the expense of soul essence, never would trade whatever, whenever. Fair or storm weather, we can sing but not talk together. Cause cons get reversed or curse inside my verse. I wordsmith the game, no need rehearse. The spring burst, vernal equinox, you thirst. I thirst for more to leave your body enriched like iron ore. The divine whore I stir. I'm soft earth from now on and going forth, me and her. Divine. The barren woman becomes the virgin. The baptizer is the revelator come in person. The vicar, the wicker, kindle light flicker in the night sky, come hither. In the winter where the plants wither and the earth is bitter, you will find your great potential, let the seeds enter. The ground with the feces round, the scarab beetles found a place to lay eggs, nutrients and soil fed. Scorpio flow risen from the frozen dead. This is the word bar superb. Every noun and verb perfectly formed. I gets down, you heard. Jacob's ladder climbing out of the dirt. The work, Dogun insight. Visors and neon, excellent divine eyesight. Higher than kite, lower than lithium, dick psych. Sweet dick through plights to take red light flights at midnight. Type 5 spit right, the true essence of my life. I got a simple message, if you cite it then get it right. Cause this is divine.
Yeah, that was the cue at the end. That's Keith Washington. Keith Washington, what was that? What was his joint? Loving you, kissing you, I think.
Missing You, I think. Isn't it Missing You, that the sample?
I think it is Missing You. Yeah.
I want to point out something real quick. Just a little, I don't know, is this considered an Easter egg? No, it wouldn't be, I guess. But so the title of the song is Divine. So in several instances, I put words together that are spelling the word divine. And the trick is anytime I spell it out, I'll say divine. You know, debonair, intelligent, visionary, intuitive, nuanced, extraordinary, D-I-V-I. All those words start with D-I-V-I-N-E. Then I come in and say divine. You know, then another one, but life is funny though. Jumping too fast is sure to hurt you. But the dawn is Venus's intuitive new emotion. Divine. You know, I spell it out again.
I didn't even know that.
Where's another one? I did it in several instances. My black thoughts uncommon, but I got common sense. So my comma bond concomitant with comment hits. Dissect my bars to get a PhD in cunning wit. Delve in vibrations in known esoterics. Again, divine. Where's another one? I think, did I do another one? It's some more in there, I think. But yeah, that's just a little. Oh, Dogun insight, visors and neon, excellent divine eyesight. That's another one. taking the acronym, using it as an acronym. But yeah, they're just a little.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah, that's even crazier. The Keith Washington song is "Kissing You," his main joint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, baby.
I thought you put "Missing You" when you sent it to me. For
I did it to flip it.
Oh, okay.
Because he says that in the chorus too. No. He says "Kissing You, loving you all through the night." Yeah. But I named it "Missing You." To kind of flip "Kissing You, Missing You."
Okay. That's an Aquarius lyrical move. LOL. She said Lupe does wordplay like that sometimes.
Lupe is a pen.
Yeah, he is.
Lupe is a top tier pen.
Yeah. No, there's no ifs, ands, or buts on that one.
No sirree, Bob. No sirree, Bob. I'm a low key Lupe head, bro. Like he crazy. Them first two albums, I mean his later work. I mean his work is ill, but them first two albums, man, I was just like, this guy, it's crazy. Especially he got a song called "Gold Watch," and the choruses for the song on "Gold Watch" is just like ridiculous. Theme music to Drive By, forget about it. I'm trying to think of the joint. Let me see.
The Prep, Volume 1. Now, I've never been a popular guy with a whole bunch of friends.
Early.
What's that?
I think it's on Early New Dawn. Now I was saying that beat here was like when I was really getting my feet back wet. I would do that different. I'm trying to think of the I think it's on Early New Dawn also.
The one with Ozzie Davis.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day.
That's the first beat I released publicly.
Really?
On SoundCloud. That's the first beat I ever put out. That's when I felt comfortable with people hearing my work. That's the first beat.
Hold on.
Very definitely so.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try to find that and download it so we ain't got that issue with the
Thank you, MC Smith. Thank you.
Early. Let's see if I can find this. Early, come on. The Recordium. Every time I drive by there, I want to go and still on Eli. I don't even know if he's still working. See, I can't get to that file. Damn. Okay. I got Dawn. I got New. Hold on. Maybe New is the one. No, that's the second one. Early's the first one. Hold on. Let me check Dropbox.
Yeah, that joint. I think I chopped up a Patrice Russian joint on that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's a jazz guy though. It's either Joe Sample or George Duke.
I don't know why early is not we transfer. Come on. I'm gonna try one more thing.
So I went record shopping. Not really, but just on some. We was hanging out. We got this place called New Agents downtown. We went in there and they had some records in there. So I copped this joint. So when you digging for records, like if you don't know the artist, you'll hear some producers like they go by the album cover or something like that, or they look at the label, they see who's playing on it or what instruments is being played on it. So I snatched this. They had a setup in there too where you could listen to the records. So I found something on everything I grabbed. I just haven't chopped it up yet.
What is going on with the fucking internet?
Got this joint.
That ain't working.
This joint.
Come on, Jay. Okay, y'all bear with me. I'm still trying to find this. Well, we might just have to end up just doing it like to play it through, unless I get it off of Bandcamp and download it. Okay, let me try that.
I don't know what's on this American Gigolo soundtrack album, but the album cover is crazy. This is Charles Mingus.
I can't see your thing because I'm on the Bandcamp.
Okay.
But they can see it.
I know that Charles Mingus gonna have something. And I've been sitting on these 3 records for probably a year, and I went and bought these. Excuse me. But where are we waiting? Let me see if they can hear this. Oh, and I finished at 85 seconds, the Midnight Doomsday Clock. So that's 7. We'll pull this up. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to. We'll pull something up for the people.
All right.
Little instrumental joint. One of the new joints I'm gonna send you. It's called A European's Dream. My computer over here inviting me to the buffering show.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to this song. It's a jazz joint by Charles Earland. I'm not going to get a name out. But in the 80s, this is like one of my pops joints. Like my uncle would be playing, he would be playing music, and my dad would call songs out, and my uncle would put it in his playlist and wind up playing it. So I was up one night, and I tried to sample this before, and I couldn't get it a couple years ago. So the other night I'm laying here, I'm like listening to some joints before I was going to sleep, and I put it on, and then it came to me. So this is the bass line from the song. All right, and then let me see. Just playing the chops for y'all, and then I made this.
Yeah. Yeah, send me that. Yeah.
Sure.
I like that. That's that European's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I already got an idea in my head. Something about white picket fences. Okay. I got to pull you out. Then I gotta come out. Okay. All right. I'm about to upload this. Yeah, I like that.
While that's uploading, I got another treat. You let me know when you're ready. Here's the chops. Here's the chops. This is called Days of Dogma.
It's called Days of Dogma.
Yes, sir. Got a switch up coming for you.
That's dope. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a jazz head. Like, I sampled from jazz. I mean, I sampled from a lot of different sources, but hip hop with a jazz mindset. That's really me. Growing up listening to jazz, I'm like, okay, I'm a hip hop producer. How can I bring that energy into the hip hop. So that's why when you listen to the beats, you're gonna hear stuff. I pan my music like how they did. I pan my music like how they did in jazz back in the day when they was using mono, and they used to have all the drums in one ear and the horn in the other and bass with the drum. Like that's how I kind of mix my music to space it out and find a space for all of it. So yeah, I try to come to hip hop with a jazz mindset, even though I'm not a musician. I don't play anything. I don't read music and such. But just listening to old interviews of, you know, Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock and all type of different guys, Pat Metheny and, you know, stuff like that. I go through their music and sometimes I pull something from it. But that's how I try to make my music. The drums is going to be the spine of the beat. Drums aren't going to be super complicated, but I'm more intrigued with what I put over it, and that's my concept. What the drums is just to keep everything together, but I think my real energy comes from what am I going to put on top? What is it going to be? How am I going to space it out? You know, as Jamal call it, my little trinkets, what I put in there, stuff like that. And that's my producing concept. So that's how I come to the music. Thank you, MC Smith.
Okay. We'll throw this one on. Like I say, you'll see. I just play it.
Very definitely so. We have in the past always been able to rise to the occasion presented to us by circumstances, whether those occasions were positive or negative. And sometimes they looked as if they might destroy us. We live at this moment in parlous times on the international scene and here at home. We don't know exactly what the next step civilization itself is going to take, but we do know that it will take that step. And on the basis of what we have done in the past and the basis of how we do it, I'm calling on my own people to reach back into the pot one more time and come out with the mojo and the Brer Rabbit and the magic and the High John the Conqueror that it's going to take. What we need now is a new way to be black, a new way to apply all that we have learned from the past. And right now there's a lot of spinning around, bumping into each other. It's night, and we don't see very clearly. And a lot of things are happening which we don't thoroughly understand. But as time goes by, we will pick up the beat. We will catch the keynote. Then we'll be able to put our instruments to our lips and add to the symphony. And I'm sure our addition will change the whole thing for the better. I can't wait to be as black in the 21st century as I was in the 20th.
88 keys, but still looking for the right note. My life's a movie, sharks are swimming, I'm in a rowboat. Now you would think such a situation presents no hope, but I was taught to keep my eyes focused like telescopes and submitting dope, my prescription for when you trying to cope with the muck and the dirt of life, long for some soap. To watch the pain laugh like babies when watching bubbles float. Blow some choke, read books of famous philosophy quotes. Listen to some YouTube videos and hope this big dude with dreadlocks will soon fall through and commune.
Yeah, you know, I've been waiting here for you. I'm glad that you're getting on your way early. You know, the early bird gets the first worm. Early. You're gonna be a good pupil. Early.
But it's early in the morning. Crust still adorn my eyes. Birds chirping in the sun now realize the fool is afoot. Sun never tires. Standing on the precipice of molten fire. The lamp is lit, the evidence that all is in this residence. The precedents are sent when the one is sent, benevolent. Benefactors ready, bit down, praying in tenements. My New Testament to roll some evil instruments. Intercessory demons sent for the soul of man. The anguish in a controller, then master them. I spit 5 verse and hymns from my head down to my hem garment, then bless them. Yeah. Yeah. Think music. With enough bars above par to compel stars to touch hearts that even hide in foreign cars. The Meshi, Rebecca Yeshi, and flesh and bone and Yesy, deliver readily, steadily, curse some sees I'm deadly. Kill weak flows because creativity is what you long for. With a fofo at the front door. Old school, but I aim good. Instead of wasting ammo, a lame should. Get some target practice, shoulders broad like Atlas. J Magnificent never labeled me average. I came with a sword for my piece of pie, I'm stabbing it. Verbal jab like Zab Judah in the lab, the map tutor. Leave half your map neutered and half these rap noodles is mad. These bad poodles get bagged and tagged. Who you can spit Marie LaVoodoo. Vilifying verbal versions of fufu. The bread is for us and by us, so call us FUBU. International intellectual on your Hulu. The early risen who you think supposed to come through. Ujamala Zulu, a Benjamite left hand juju. Juxtaposed with Jews who really got juice, fool.
I want to re-record that one. You know, I could do, I'd be hearing shit. I'd be like, I want to redo that one. I wasn't feeling the energy in the studio. I was like, oh man, I'm hearing myself like, boy, I could do that more justice because the beat is so fucking ill, you know.
Thank you, MC Smith.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a dope concept though. Early New Dawn. And I was listening to some of the prep. It's like, oh boy, I wish I could redo that one.
Yeah, the prep got some joints on it too.
I think, well, I don't have that one in here. The very first thing we recorded was Beats Need Bars. I don't have it loaded in here.
Yeah, Beats Need Bars was that was a time. That's when I was like comfortable getting my chops and everything down. I was comfortable in that. That's when I was like, okay, I'm ready to let the people hear, you know, because I was in the house like coming home every day trying to get the chops down, and in the beginning I was just making beats. Like I hadn't made beats in so long. I just went through a beat making run, and then I think about halfway through that, then I started concentrating on mixing everything, concentrating on my mixing, and now I feel like I'm in a great space, especially hearing it from Matt when he's like, yo, when I get the beats, like the beats mix great, like they mix good. That's how I use him as like a gauge on how I mix myself. So when he said that, I was like, okay, just keep doing what I'm doing, just keep refining it. So those Beats Need Bars beats was like that's like 2000. I made them in like 2017 or 18, somewhere in there, and that's when I was like, yeah, I think all those beats on my SoundCloud page is, you know, especially the earlier ones was like, okay, I feel like I got something. And that's when I started putting them out. And then I put that beat tape out, Beats Need Bars beat tape. And It's a bunch of joints on there just for MCs to go crazy on. And Jamal picked a couple off of there. And then we did Beats Need Bars. Yeah.
I wanted to play this one. This is a throwback. And like I say, you see the progression, and this is one of the, I think we did this in 2019. And I think I'm a improved, but not only has the engineering improved, but I think I've made improvements. But this is another one that's an ill beat. I ain't even gonna tell you, G. I'm just gonna throw it on, and it's gonna take you back.
Yes. Oh yes.
What if your soul is like a hitchhiker that's just standing on the side of the highway, looking for somebody to pick it up so it can get on its way, on it? That tripped out. Let the Shekinah fall down on you. Yeah, your life's a bitch. Well, I'm still pedaling like a Peloton and stay in close contact with friends and fam like telecom. My house is my church and the cat is on my mantle perched. A red reef in my fireplace, the fertile turf. Make ears ring in the inner earth, my megahertz. Is melatonin based, a magic minimalist works. My tenor speaks with a command and a calm temper. Cause tomorrow's tremors emerge from tragedies remembered. People cheer your climb, but when you fall, they yelling timber. You ball and do reality, bite your ass around December. So ride the goat or the donkey of the coat. Cause a trip to Jerusalem is an antidote, cautious approach. Floors made of glass, Sheba left a skirt. Show 7 pillars interwoven like a silken shirt. Gave me a golden ring with 72 concealed things. And if I master these, there will be no siblings or endings. Like INGs are properly manipulate mythologies and write out trilogies. My genealogy, pre-dynastic probably before cosmic lobotomies. Henry's son, the prodigy, is prophecy. I'm on my way, man. I don't know about nobody else. I can only speak for myself. I'm on my way, man. Let me drink some water. My throat gets a little parched when the spirit serves me like a golden arch. I break the art, constructing my art was a delicate art. My heart was molded from malachite and a lightning spark. The truth, the booth confessional, priest in my profession flow, immaculate Emmanuel, Ezekiel with parables, panorama dynamic flow that took your core down to your soul. Now God done took hold, the Sufi on his way. If it should learn it, is the revelation for which the world has been yearning. Got you looking there, looking hither for redemption coming. When the peace is at the center like an engine humming. Yeah, I'm on my way, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm on my way. Him? Her? I don't know. I know I'm on my way. Lights, camera, action. Watch the monkeys dance. For some trinkets, if they fame but never get the bag. Your mouth open and your thumbnails, the minstrel show has now commenced. This Maya's rum is now taking hold. I'm on my Robert Shaw, him and shit with benefits. La ilaha illallah, so shine like amethyst. The word is murder, pray for fools to rise some innocence. Through responsiveness, responsibility commence. Cause the truth is spoken ever so effortless. The word. I'm on my way, man. Think music. Have done lap. The word.
That's so mesmerizing. That's so mesmerizing, bro. Like when I made that joint, I was like, that was, I think me and you both, it was like that was when we just kept putting on. Because I was like, bro, I just keep playing this joint. It was so I don't know if atmospheric is the right word, but it put me in some type of zone when I first made this joint. I played that beat a lot.
Yeah, that On My Way, something special. It's another one I wish I could re-record. I could do it more justice now. But
I think the beat name was The Hitchhiker.
Yeah. Yep.
The beat name for that Hitchhiker.
Well, 11:25. You got another one that you wanna, or you wanna
let me see.
how y'all
Yeah.
doing in the chat? Y'all wore out. Y'all my bad.
Let's send them off with one more opus. Clarity and Sight, bro. Clarity and Sight.
Okay.
Or either
I
that
know
or
I got that beginning.
either that
I
or
love Clarity and Sight.
oh, okay.
They always put a little warning because the Asian man I sample, but you know, it ain't like no ads running on this. So yeah, let's run. I gotta go and fix it where I take him off. But yeah, let's run that.
Clarity and Sight is another opus.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word. Think music. Allahu Akbar, Jamel, Jabril, play the trumpet and C4. Clarity, insight, inshallah, I shall proceed to shine like a star. Tammuz rise up in Ishtar and kill bacteria like black Russian tar. Shilligant, diligent, nobility spar with the devil at the same time, raise the bar. Above par is the locale where the gods are. Lay shellacking on the mutant like Velspar, and control polarities like LR, the Fulcrum Point steer car. In jar, you can't contain the word or in jar. Enjoy your short reign while my chariot park. The mothership is coming, like a V12 humming on the Biru coming. Standing on the summit like the Mendez goat while I point up the stock market plummet. The elite vomit up the lies that they stomach, start stumbling and bumbling while the world around them crumbling. Crazy am I, no just focus eye like the lens on your Fuji. We shoot high. Miles, Dewey, Davis, trumpet in the ends cry. The Word, Jah, Brill, John 1, Johann said he saw the end come with a new earth and a new heaven, where the L is even, no more treason, cause young souls are now seasoned, imbalances are now reasoned. The vulture wings spread and warmed by the sun, shoots his rays through the carbon man's dreads. The Word, Jah, Brill, Jah, Brill, Jah, Brill, Jah, 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 Brill, Jah, Brill, Jah, Brill, Jah, Jah. And no man could learn that song but the 140,000 which were redeemed from the earth. The minor skirmishes that the world witnesses is a galleon in nature, is what the business is. There's a particle that lives in the blood of an ancient godly people who pre-existed the flood. Some say they were covered by mud or tectonic plate shifts. They were familiar with flying ships. By the way, they had pharaoh hair, wide nose and thick lips. Careful Jamal, don't let the secret slip. In Bible scriptures, if you know how to read them right, you can find the hidden pictures. For example, they had one gnosis called the Tower of Babel. The usurpers took the knowledge and scrambled. I'm not talking eggs, more so people's heads. The immune system depends on the food man is fed. If the nutrients ain't right, it will sink like solid lead and leave his chakra stuck in red. Ezekiel saw his will in the wheel, and he raised up like a serpent with his sword and shield, and stood atop a mountain in the heart of Asheville, where original man's blood flows downhill. I'm from around the way near US 64, that's Batcave. In nocturnal laboratories, the word is made. The cipher is a verb, movement bursts the sun in I. The one is the modifier, states comply. That's 2 through 10. Every corner that you bend is a Kabbalistic path, yet the road never ends. From Kether to Malkuth, it's just us, me and you. Spaceships and foreign coupes, etheric bodies in earth suits. Just us. The Aleph is a plus and a multiplier. In high science we trust souls on fire. Just us. Juxtaposed with the mantle and the crust, earth, wind, and fire flows from Aquarius's cups. Just us. Ma'at stands to balance scales. Anubis leads a flock through the burning hell. I open, I scoping, not for when I feel strong when limbs may bend, but I know who when. Just us. Every bone, every muscle, every ligament is said. His legendary status, the synapses in his head. Never stop firing the word when it's read, or recited, tickle the emotions of the dead. Raise priest up, levitate the masses, ignite fire, elevate the classes. Before you Google me, put on your crown and your glasses. Clarity, insight, cut like insights. Illumine magi, rise like kites. Traverse the Milky Way on cold winter nights. As Pluto returns, Babylon burns like a torch touching gas, leaving dust in a urn. And from these ashes and Titan clashes, a new world emerges in utopian fashion. A golden age spoken of by an old sage, whose signature is cryptic on the epoch's page. Stamped and sealed, the world to come, a path is laid. A weathered souls dance and sing in the parade, whether label indigenous or a former slave. A feast is prepared, make thy presence made. I am that I am, legendary. 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 Melusine, melanine, cortisol, adrenaline, mixed with compressed cold forms of diamine. My mind all in all is mental. Rogues and robes try to raid this temple. Devils unmasked, pointing blocks at their temples. The global reset will be awful monumental. The weak separated from the tear, I swear. Those who ain't sincere had best beware. Those who try to taint this hair shall end the clear. For all to see, this I foresee, whether written English, Arabic, or Farsi. The legs understand while on top I overbe. I am that I am, legendary. 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 The zero in the cipher suffers. The one that bears the light illuminates the others. Like a lamppost at night, lucid dreams detail the flight of the kite. We've lived in prose, now man is poised poetically to compose a new world to come based on the path that he has chose. Prometheus is free from chains, now his skin glows with every gray hair that is laid. And solar returns add to my age. I scribble different content on my page. Clearer eyesight is the fortune that I've made. Its value no dollar amount can shade. No can a narcissist opinion fade. And I plan to pass this on Through the raising of my seeds, the verses of these songs, the literature I pen, the vessels that I hone. The word is a vision that is forever known. And the world may not get it till 2030, cause I live in the future. Uranians are early, yeah. Dunlap told me that melodic minimalism is where it's at. He also said simple boom bap is a trap, and that a jazz mind never has a cap. The wider the scope, the less restricting the rope of limited thought that could hinder the dope. When the process is progress, poetic roses ooze fragrance that permeates noses, and the light bearer knows this. We'd like to officially welcome you into the Aquarian age. And we are the sound that will guide you into the future. On behalf of Dap Dunlap, I am the Word, and we are Think Music.
Yo, I think that's a good way to close it.
Indeed. I just want to say thanks for listening. Support Dominance Hierarchy. Your support will help put towards the next project. As we stated earlier in the podcast, we're grateful for your ears, for your attention. And enjoy the art, man. We have art pieces on the Bandcamp. Got the new release, Dominance Hierarchy. So, and we have more in store, more in the tuck. I played some unreleased beats for you tonight. So we have more coming. And thank you for the support. We're great.
Yes, indeed. Yes. I want to reiterate the same, that we're thankful for y'all's support. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, impromptu, this evening, and for supporting the art. And like Dap said, you see how we put it out. We put it out to where you can get it. You can just go and get it if you whatever, pay what you want. But we feel this is the best model to put out, and we're appealing to your love of art, your love of creativity, your sense of community, that if you feel it, then support it. And what it does is it helps us go back to the studio, because we got
art.
Art. We got art. More art.
Yes.
A lot more. We got an opus that's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We got an opus that's 12 minutes. Echoes in the Chamber, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We got
Maze.
Oh my God.
Transformative Moments. That's the name of the album. Transformative Moments. And every song that I think Mathenian Maze is the shortest song, and that might be 7-something minutes. And then Echoes in the Chambers like 12.
And Transformative Moments 20.
Yeah, over 20 minutes. So and the brothers going in. And I haven't even heard the lyrics yet. So it's like I already know. So yeah, we have art lined up. So we're not gonna stop. We got music, and we just want y'all to enjoy it. We put it out for enjoyment. In a sense, I guess it's a legacy thing. In a sense, it's art in the world that's gonna live, hopefully longer than we do. And people always, people will be able to come back to it and, damn, what was these brothers on? You know what I'm saying? You always find out about cats later on. You be like, damn, I wish I would have known about them in real time. But we try to just be honest in the art, and I think that's what make it real. This, like we said before, this isn't cookie cutter. He only writes what inspires him from the beat making side. My inspiration is just growing up listening to jazz and bringing that mindset to the hip hop. And I'm inspired by that. And I'm inspired by sample sources. And I also make organic beats. I make beats with no samples too, which Audio Templo didn't have any samples in it. So you're getting samples, non-samples, but at the end of the day, you're getting pure intentional art. And that's how I like to look at it.
Um, 7-Eleven. Yes. Well, once again, we appreciate y'all, and I concur with everything good brothers it's just said. It's art. It's art. And yeah, we got to get it out. Got to get it out into the world. Got to get it out into the ethers. And the next project is modern urban art. That's the next project. And I feel like we found one of the simple secrets here of being spirit living in a human reality here on earth. It is to make art. When you look at the word earth in the middle, you have ART. When you take the word earth and you trace its etymology, it breaks down to ARD, A-R-D, and the D is interchangeable with the T, becoming A-R-T. So earth, in one version of its etymology, means art. This is a realm of creation.
Yes.
And infinite, eternal, that's what we're trying to do. That's our goal, is to feed the spirit. We put some entertaining stuff in there, a little braggadociousness and whatever here and there, but got to mix that in a little bit so it ain't just all preachy. But
yeah, you should hear him on Figure This.
Little battle bars every now and then. But we do have a goal in mind, ultimately, and it's in the title that we go by: Think Music. But we will serve you though. If you, if somebody needs to get served, we will serve them. But yeah, that's all I got. I just want to say thank you again to everybody. And yeah, check us out on Bandcamp. Go and support the project, Dominance Hierarchy.
Yes.
That's all I got. Till the next time, stay down till you get up. When you get up, stay down. And of course, know the stars, know yourself. And when you listen with your headphones on. Think music. Peace.
Peace.